Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it.
You're short. You're mine.
Forsaken is a Roblox asymmetrical horror game, and if you have played or heard about it, you may or may not know Mafioso. Mafioso is a mafia boss that was put into the game because of the collab with Dream Game, also known as Frozen Soul, because Dream Game is too broad of a name.
What's Dream Game?
Others refer to it as Frozen Soul throughout the entire video. Mafioso isn't from Frozen Soul, but rather a character made for Forsaken. It's still Frozen Soul branded though, since he's based off the funny little mafia guys in Frozen Soul. And I think the devs from Frozen Soul made Mafioso. Actually, he's just like a bigger version of the mafia guys. He's more of like the big boss of those guys. Back to Forsaken. Frozen Soul wanted to remove their characters from Forsaken, which included Mafioso, or at least Frozen Soul Mafioso. So the devs cooked up Forsaken Mafioso, who's a level 100 mafia boss guy with henchmen, and Chance owes him 2 gazillion monies. Okay, so now we know who Mafioso is, or maybe you already knew, so now let's talk about the fan games. Mafioso is such a chad that he has many fan games on Roblox like Mafioso RP and Cut Right Into Pregnant Mafioso. Wait, what the freak? There's one fan game that kinda blew up and started the wave of fan games, and that's... So what you do in Survive Weird Mafioso is survive. But that's not all there is. Surviving is not easy, and you'll eventually die if Mafioso doesn't lock onto another target, or if you don't find a safe place that's not the spawn. The entire spawn is a huge safe zone, and that's basically what everyone is. The amount of people here, this is more of a Forsaken hangout game than anything. Other than that, you basically explore for things and badges. Kinda like 60 seconds until the end of the world. 60 seconds until the end of the world is a game where there's a meteor that's Since I like that game, I made myself get every badge. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this game that much, and it's also a joke game, so I'll just show what I found. The map itself is a maze with an outside area, but I'll first go over what's in the maze because it's amazing. Got it? Amazing. So I found a key which can open the door and give you Mafioso's bunny. It's basically a stalling tool so you can regain stamina. You can also use this to basically fly. Speaking of stamina tricks, he can just hold jump while sprinting and you'll never lose stamina. I think surviving with Mafioso is way easier now. There's also a Grimace Shake that just kills you.
Just got the Grimace Shake.
The only other things I found in the maze was an obby, and if you complete it, you'll get a badge. And there's this little passcode thingy. I still haven't found out how to open it, but I'm not gonna try to do all that. And there's this one little painting here. If you go through it, you can collect some money, and then you can just use that money on Mafioso to pay your debt. Next is the outside, and this is basically what the developers did whatever with the game at 3 AM on a Discord call.
Like a velociraptor and a clog toilet bowl. Bring like an off-brand Ben 10 character. Now you ain't Ben 10, you Steven 9.
Wrap it up. Exit that way. Thank you.
The outside has a McDonald's, the Happy Home, and for some reason a volcano. If you want to explore more in the map, then you can play the game yourself, link in the description. But yeah, apparently there's gonna be no game link since the game got deleted like halfway through when I was recording this. I think the developers deleted it because they didn't want to be known for a game where you run from Freaky Mafioso. I did find some lore drop on the map where there is some sort of an explanation to Mafioso's weirdness. Over here on this table, it reads, I don't know what the person did to Mafioso, but it made him seem too weird and strict. There's even a note on this volcano, and it reads, Mafioso has been weird and strict ever since he drank the push. He can be killed, but no matter how much he responds infinitely. I do want to talk about what this game used to be. I barely have any. Hey, stop playing that music! I do want to talk about what this game used to be. I barely have any footage, so I'll just use other footage. So when I first found the game, it was Survive Freaky Mafioso. And Mafioso would one-shot you, and you'll be jump-scared by Freaky Mafioso. The remnants of his freakiness is still there now, with the little hand rubbing. But yeah, that's really pretty much it. And of course, before, the game was just a maze. There's no extra stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. On to... So in Survive the Mafioso, you survive Mafioso. But here, it feels more like Mafioso has to survive you and the server. Basically, the entire game is get coins by staying alive or beat up Mafioso. Coins basically allows you to get the stuff in this game like gun and gambling. And just like Survive Weird Mafioso, this game has a lot of badges. I did actually have a short phase where I played this game and I don't know why. Just macking Mafioso and hearing the block sound effect was satisfying. I mean, I was a diehard guest main back then, so maybe that's why. I got an amazing idea. Hey look, I'm standing still. I'm getting off topic. Anyways, during your time while playing this game, you can go through events like power outages and the freaking blood moon. Power outages makes everything dark, and blood moon just summons a big red fog. There's some other fun badges like Metisi and also Perry. The description threw me off, thinking I had to block and punch Mafioso like Gas 1337. But no, you just block and hit him with whatever melee you have. It has to be super quick though. Once you do get the Perry badge and enough money, you can get the light spear. Also, if grinding was tedious, it's now way easier with daily and weekly quests. Just don't do quests where they tell you to spend money. Those are not worth it. Now, onto Metisi, because this guy is kinda special. To get the badge, you just interact with him 10 times. Now, where even is this guy? Well, he's on the rooftop in the area behind the helipad. He's called Paranoid, but you learn in his dialogue he's Metisi undercover, and then he smacks you after that. This is an actual attack you can block and get money off of, so now you can get some spare change while getting this badge. On the final interaction, he just kills you. While talking to this man, you'll realize that his dialogue can be rearranged into actual sentences. Well, only some of it can. Here's the interaction, but with translation. What? You good? What? I'm actually chill, don't worry. Oh, alright, bro. Yeah, don't get scared, I'm chill, I don't bite. Okay, yapper. Yap, yap. That's it. Yes, it's me, Metisi undercover.
What happened? What, the sharks? That bites?
Sorry, I was like knocked out for like a tiny bit, anyways, I'm gonna go back.
What the hell do you think you're doing, man?
Now maybe the gibberish is not gibberish, or like maybe it's a computer science memory address or just binary. That does not look like it to me. That really looks like keyboard mashing. Anyways, there's many things to see and things to see, so I'll link the game since it's not actually deleted this time. Unlike another game. Mafioso's restaurant is a survive the event kind of game. You just wait for 2 minutes and then some spoopy killer runs around and kills everyone. The goal is to just survive. That's basically the core gameplay. There's extra things like a shop, making food. I thought this was like Restaurant Tycoon.
Oh, I got the 2 hottest girls in game.
And other landmarks like the house, that house, and the Dream Game house. The map is so damn humongous, even though there's like 3 landmarks here. It's so annoying to traverse through this map. The core gameplay is kind of boring too. It's very brain dead to survive since the killer man, normally Mafioso, can only hit 1 target. The only incentive to survive is getting studs, but the only purpose for them is to buy ingredients for food, which does nothing when you make them. Actually, you can use the food to just stud for him, But once again, you can't do anything else other than make food. The game ends up being a waiting game where you wait for RNGs to make something happen. So most people just hang out. I mean, at least the game is kind of goofy. Like, oh, look, funny cake man, haha. Mafioso's restaurant isn't interesting or fun enough for me to wait and see all of these events. The game isn't finished, so I don't know, maybe, just maybe, there'll be some sort of objective. Or it can be harder to survive, and also maybe the studs actually do something, and then the map is smaller, and then they can let me play the game, and then they can let me goof the game. So that was the Mafioso fan games I found and played. There really isn't any serious games because, like, why would there be? Yeah guys, let's put years of dedication into a game about this funny mafia guy. Overall, the games are kind of fun, albeit with Survive the Mafioso being the only one with some fun gameplay. Maybe I'd enjoy Mafioso's restaurant because I didn't see more Frozen Soul. Although if I had played more Frozen Soul, I won't enjoy the game either way. I like the on the game page though, it's very, very clean. Anyways, links in the description to play the game. Survive with Mafioso's backup for some reason doing editing, but I'll just say it's deleted in case it gets deleted again. And sorry if I made you think I was gonna play Car Right into Pregnant Mafioso. Sorry if I made you think I was gonna play those, but like, I am not gonna play them. I just don't want to. Anyways, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, subscribe, unsubscribe, and subscribe again.
Oh, I got the two hottest girls in game trying to eat at